Oh hi. Edmonton, the administrative centre of the Canadian province of Alberta. The population minus card. The person. With suburbs minus 1.16 million 2012. The city is located on the North Saskatchewan River. It is considered that the English researcher Anthony Handy became the first European who visited the district of present Edmonton in 1754. Data on visit of the area by hunters and dealers from New France in the second half of the beginning of the 18th centuries have no sufficient confirmations. Edmonton was founded in 1795 by the Company of Hudson Bay. The fort received the name in honor of the city of Edmonton, Greater London, from where there was the Sir James Winterlake managing the company. The Fort Edmonton, which became the local centre of trade in skins, was a reference point on the way of the pioneers locating in the north and the west of Canada. As the government provided to colonists of the earth at low price, the city began to develop quickly, especially after construction. In 1885, the railroad. Edmonton was officially proclaimed the city in 1892 and totaled 700 inhabitants. By 1904 the number of citizens already exceeded 800. In 1906, a year later after formation of the province of Alberta, Edmonton turned into the administrative centre. The first library of present Edmonton was founded in 1913, however administratively it belonged to Strathcona, integrated with Edmonton the previous year. The economic boom of pre-war years. By 1914 over 720,000 people lived in the city. Was replaced by a sharp slowdown, first of all, because of the burst bubble of the prices in the real estate market. Already by the beginning of 1917 the population was reduced to 540,000. Revival of the city began only in the late 40s when in his vicinities large-scale deposits of oil were found. The new economic boom didn't keep itself waiting. During the 1950s the urban population grew from card to card people. After some stagnation in the 1960s, the urban economy continued the rapid development, thanks to fuel crisis and increase in prices for oil. Falling of the world prices for oil in the second half of the 1980s brought down economy of Edmonton. Recovery of urban economy began only at the beginning of the ORD. It was promoted by both increase in prices for oil, and introduction in life of new technologies for development of oil-bearing sands. Now Edmonton is one of the most quickly developing cities of Canada, with the prospering, gradually diversified economy. Edmonton is located in the north of Great Prairies, in 220 kilometers to the east from Canadian Rockies, on riverbanks North Saskatchewan. The city is in a zone of continental climate, with dry, frosty winter and in the warm, moderate and rainy summer. According to a census of 2012 in Edmonton, people lived in the Edmonton agglomeration minus 1.16 million. Racial structure of the population. White minus 71.8%. Indians minus 5.3%. Asians minus 16.3%. Black minus 2.6%. Most of white citizens, descendants of natives from the British Isles and from Germany. In Edmonton there is a big Ukrainian community. 13.9% of the population. In the city there is the Canadian-Ukrainian Archive and the museum. Average age of citizens -35.3 years. The crime rate is high that is typical for the large cities of the Canadian prairies. Edmonton, the main economic and transport centre of northern and central Alberta and the main centre of the oil and gas industry of the province, and in 1940, the 50th years he was even known as the oil capital of Canada. In spite of the fact that the city is the large centre of the oil and gas industry, the economy of Edmonton is well diversified, production and financial sectors are developed. Edmonton is also one of the main education and research centres of Canada. Here, for example, the Canadian Institute of Nanotechnologies is placed. In Edmonton, the known company BioWare, which is engaged in production of computer games, was also founded. In 2007, Financial Times recognized Edmonton as the city most attractive to investments in North America. The International Airport of Edmonton, located in 26 kilometers to the south from the downtown, serves about card passengers annually. 2014. Regular flights are performed in more than 50 directions in North and Central America and also to London, Reykjavik and Amsterdam. The airport has 2 runways and can accept planes of any sizes. O-225 of Maria sat down at the airport of Edmonton several times. Edmonton is one of the largest railway junctions of Canada on the volume of the freights passing through him. 3 times a week at the city railway station the passenger train Vancouver-Toronto stops. The system of public transport of Edmonton is under control of the Edmonton Transit System Organization and includes more than 200 bus routes and 2 lines of the high-speed tram. 18 stations. By 2020, opening of 1 more line, 12 stations, is planned. Till 2009 in the city trolleybuses were used. Sport. In 2001 in Edmonton at Stadium of the Commonwealth, the Track and Field Athletics World Cup was held. The tournament was for the first time held in the territory of North America. In 2005 there took place the World Cup in a semi-marathon. In the city, the club of Nonal Edmonton Oilers, which is a 5-time owner of the Stanley Cup, is based. 1984, 1985, 1987, 1988, 1990. Sites. One of the highest buildings of Edmonton is the Tower of Epcor Tower, where offices of Epcor Utilities, Capital Power, Ernst & Young, Intuit and BioWare are located. The National Park Alkaland. The Park Losiny Ostrov is located in the central regions of Canada, in 35 km to the east of Edmonton. Its territories is in the province of Alberta along Jules Toy Highway. The total area of the park -194 km. In the park, ecosystems of northern plateaus are concentrated. Among them there are zones of prairies, boreal woods and pastures. The National Park Alkaland is located in the field of Beaver Hills, where aspen thickets and wetlands prevail. Here are concentrated UJ livestock of elks and bisons. West Edmonton Mall is located in the Canadian province of Alberta, is the largest shopping center of North America and the 10th largest in the world, together with the Dubai Mall. The area is about card. Here more than 800 shops were placed, and parkings of mall are capable to contain 20,000 cars. The number of daily visitors of this shopping center reaches card. West Edmonton Mall was opened in 1981 and at once was included in the Guinness Book of Records. Beside shops, in the territory of shopping center the set of various sites is placed. Among them Calaxaland N, the second largest covered amusement park in the world, which suggests the visitors to swoop on one of 24 extreme attractions. In the territory of shopping center there is also the World Aqua Park of 20,000 set of movie theaters, restaurants and entertainment centers. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.